It's Better Agency's One Thing Wednesday starring Nick and Dan. Welcome back, Better Agents. Nicholas Ayers coming to you live from Better Agency HQ, and today I'm joined by the one, the only. He is a guru at Better Agency. He is our product manager, Mr. Dan Morey. Dan's going to share a very exciting enhancement that we've just released inside of Better Agency. Dan, it's been a little while. How are you doing today? Well, let's just get past that. No sense in the pleasantries. Tell us really quick what we're doing and what the new enhancement is inside Better Agency.
You just don't want to talk about your birthday, but I'm doing fine. We're going to look at the carrier commissions today because it was a huge problem previously, and it's not anymore.
That's awesome. Now, for context, explain to people in 15 seconds or less what the major problem was before.
I can explain it in 3 seconds. It was not usable, right? We had every single carrier in North America that was listed on there, and then we had every single line of business that you could possibly imagine in the world's largest matrix and most confusing matrix. And then once you finally did find your carrier and you did find your policy type, if you didn't have that policy type turned on from the carrier tab, you still couldn't even enter any information in. It was awful.
And because
terrible.
It was awful, we found that adoption of it was very low, and it wasn't something that people were taking advantage of in the system. And our goal is to get more agents really kind of using the robust feature set that Better Agency has and really leveraging all the tools that they have at their fingertips to really help them have agency success. So bottom line, it wasn't usable, it was bad. In time, there was a billion carriers with a billion different scenarios, and it just was a very clunky, confusing situation. What have we done now to improve that?
Yeah, so it's much easier to use. So I can give you a little walkthrough of it actually, and show you and just make it a little bit easier to follow along here. So first of all, you'll notice that we combined carriers, policy types, and commission calculator all into one tab because they really should have all been on one tab to begin with, right? So now, instead of a super confusing matrix that you have to scroll through and hope that your internet connection is fast enough to even be able to load everything, you'll just come in here. Every carrier that you sell is going to be listed right here, not all the ones that you don't sell. Every line of business that you sell for each carrier is also listed, and you can adjust each of the percentages incredibly easily. So like if I want to change the condo on the new and the renewal, boom, I'm done. We also weren't giving any kind of like default percentage, which meant that if a new user didn't set any of their commissions up, which most of them didn't, their revenue reporting was completely useless because everything said 0. So now we just gave it a nice 1510, but you can also come in here and change this without affecting anything that you've already entered. So if your split looks more like 12 and 7, you can easily come in and change that. It'll update all of the ones that haven't been changed before, right? So you'll see that this is 12-7, 12-7. That didn't get changed. That's still 10 and 5. And then down here in Safeco, it also updated all of these as well. Adding a line of business is insanely simple. Before, again, it was complicated. You didn't even really know where to look. So if I want to come in here and add a personal articles policy, I just type in personal and it's right there, and I can add the line of business.
That's awesome. I mean, it looks really intuitive. It looks a lot cleaner. Dare I say, more sexy. It just looks very sharp, very crisp, really clean. How easy is it to just add a carrier and put in the necessary information like NAIC code or anything that might be relevant to the carrier specifically?
Yeah, you don't even need the NAIC because we store all that stuff internally. If you just want to go in and add a carrier that you work with, right? Like let's say you just got a contract with Nationwide to start selling them. Again, you just go in there, search, add carrier, and we're going to pre-populate a handful of personal lines of business for you, just some of the more common ones. But again, it's as simple as clicking on add line of business if there's something that we missed. So, and you'll notice that, I can add personal umbrella here. If I go to type in something that I already have, we're going to gray that out for you just to let you know, like, oh yeah, you've already selected that one. You don't have to add that, but maybe personal package I want to add. And now, boom, I can go in here and populate it.
You are a personal package. This is awesome. This is great. Again, I think it's going to make reporting a lot easier, a lot more streamlined, a lot more accurate, which is always kind of the thorn in the side when it comes to a lot of different agency reports. This is great, great, great work, Dan. Thank you so much for showing us this. Is there anything else that we want to tease that might be on the horizon soon, or maybe we don't? I don't know. You tell me. This is improv.
Well, I'll let you do the teasing. Don't worry. I'll build the stuff.
I am
you can
a tease. So, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you have any questions about this new commission report, please feel free to reach out to us. If you are not yet using Better Agency to sell more policies, have greater agency retention, and achieve higher levels of agency success, then schedule your discovery call with our team today. You're not going to want to miss out. We got a lot of cool things on the horizon. We got a lot of cool things in there. So if you've checked it out in the past, it wasn't for you, feel free to do another look through, see if it's the right fit for you and your agency. We can't wait to see you have greater agency success. We'll see you guys again on the next video.